You're watching Pulse on Mirror Now. I'm Amita Balachandra. We bring to you Pulse from the heart of Bengaluru, where we tell you what the Bengaluru voter really wants from this time around. This elections 2017 is inching closer. It's on the 12th of May 2018. While politicians across party lines have played caste politics till now, does the Bengaluru voter really care about that? While there are several other issues in Bengaluru alone, remember Bengaluru influences about 28 assembly constituencies out of 224 this elections. And considering there's so many issues to talk about, does the Bengaluru voter really care about caste politics? That's a question we're going to be asking a couple of people who will be joining me through the course of this conversation. But before that, there is some news that is coming in. Remember, it is 5 o'clock today. Nominations have ended. And the latest news coming in from Varana constituency in Mysore is that B.S. Yediyurappa, who is the CM face of BJP, his son Vijendra has been denied ticket from this particular constituency in Mysore. Instead, Basavaraju has now filed his nomination, is what we understand. This extreme ruckus that was created even yesterday by BJP activists in Varana constituency in Mysore. This is an extremely important constituency considering Siddaramaia's son, Congress CM Siddaramaia's son, Yathendra, is going to be contesting from the same constituency as well. We have Shrija now joining us with more details on that. Shrija, we saw extreme ruckus created by BJP activists yesterday. Police lathi charged them as well. Post that, we saw them pacify a little bit, considering BSY's son was given the post of State General Secretary of Yuva Morcha. Now that Basavaraju has now filed his nomination in Mysuru, we understand that activists are not very happy.
Well, absolutely. This is going to be a fierce battle because remember, we did, of course, see during the day how BJP leaders Prakash Javadekar and also Muralidhar Rao, they were present, in fact, for chairing a meeting as far as Vijendra's the seat is concerned, contesting from Varuna constituency. Now, since the candidature was announced as far as the Congress is concerned, the BJP was very interested to field B.S. Yediyurappa's son Yathendra right from Varuna constituency. But we understand that what you're seeing on your screen is the protests that have been held right in Mysuru, where the protesters, in fact, these are the protesters that we're talking about, are the loyalists and supporters of Yathendra and as well as the BJP. Soon after, Yediyurappa did announce on the dais by saying that Yathendra won't be contesting for the elections from Varuna constituency. We did, of course, see how the protesters went berserk. They flung the chairs. Also, we could see how they broke, especially to the BJP office. We could see also the window panes have been completely broken. So it was a complete huge din, a commotion over there, and the BJP really did find it very hard to calm down the crowd, considering that these are the Yatendra's crowd. But right now, what they have given the baton, what they have given to Yathendra is to look after, especially as a Yuva Morcha president, where he will be campaigning for the other candidates, which is clearly an irony over here.
Well, absolutely. Also take us through why this constituency is so important. We know that it is an old bastion of CM Siddaramaia itself, but this time around we saw that he filed his nomination from Chamundeshwari, where he will be contesting this time around. Why is Varna constituency so important? We know CM Siddaramaia's son, Yathendra, is going to be contesting from there as well.
Well, politics is deep-rooted as far as old Mysuru is concerned, and we're also talking about Varuna. Of course, Varuna is a very important constituency as far as Chief Minister Siddaramaiah goes. Now, considering in the year 2008 and 2013, we did, of course, see how it catapulted him to success. And, of course, in the year 2013, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah did make a point by saying that that will be his last elections. And that is exactly the reason why we understand that he was preparing his his son for the elections to contest from Varuna constituency. And that's exactly what has happened now. So which means over the last 5 years, he has been preparing his son to fight from Varuna constituency. But for reasons unknown, we understand that he's once again entering the political fray as far as Chief Minister Siddaramaiah is concerned. And that is exactly the reason why he chose Chamundeshwari. But we must also understand that Chamundeshwari, considering the fact that it is a strong BJP foothold, and also that this is going to be a huge gamble as far as Chief Minister Siddaramaiah is concerned, and also as a backup plan we see over here Badami. And of course Siddaramaiah did point to the fact by saying that he's confident of winning at least 130 votes. This is as far as Badami constituency goes.
Well, absolutely. In fact, CM Siddaramaiah, like you pointed out, is always contested from Varuna constituency. This time around, he will be contesting from Chamundeshwari. It is a huge gamble. In the meantime, take us through the security arrangements in Varuna at this point, Shrija, because one would hope that post the Prakash Javadekar meeting in the morning today, things would calm down a little bit in Old Mysuru, but that clearly hasn't happened.
Well, this is very shocking and also surprising to the BJP candidate as far as the Chief Minister candidate is concerned, even B.S. Yediyurappa, because he did, of course, manage to talk sense into the crowd by saying that this time around Yatindra won't be contesting from the Varuna constituency. But you must also understand all the arrangements were in place. Now, this is right after the talks as far as Prakash Javadekar and Muralidhar is concerned. We understand that he was preparing to file his nominations from Varuna constituency. Looks like this also must have taken Yatindra by surprise, but looks like they have also given him another post as far as Yuva Morcha is also concerned. But that is less of what he wanted to do, because remember, we were all looking forward to a very fierce battle as far as Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, his son, is concerned, where he would be contesting from Varuna constituency versus Yediyurappa's son Yatindra. Now, this was something that people were waiting to. This could have been, of course, an interesting watch. The citizens of Karnataka were waiting to watch. But of course, looks like Yediyurappa did not want to take that risk. And that is exactly the reason why we see that they did not want Varuna constituency to be given to his son.
Well, absolutely. Thank you, Shrija, for getting us all of the updates. We're going to keep a very close watch on Varuna constituency, which is another big fight when compared to Chamundeshwari in Mysore as well. But the question we're asking today in our special series that we're going to do every day at 5 p.m. on Mirror Now is, what do voters really want? Today we ask Bengaluru voters whether they really care about the kind of caste politics that politicians had played. Interestingly, most of the nominations have already been filed. Remember, today is the last day. And what's interesting is that most candidates have been fielded by political parties based on caste in Bengaluru itself, with 28 assembly constituencies. Does the voter care about caste and religion? That's the question we're going to ask today. Really, what is your take on the fact that 2 months ago, a caste card was played by politicians, by the Karnataka government? Opposition spoke about the timing of this caste card itself. It was obviously giving a separate religion status to Lingayats, who influence about 100 constituencies out of 224. But does the Bengaluru urban voter really care about caste and religion?
Well, absolutely. I want to point out one thing. Today is April 24th. We are just 3 weeks away from the elections. And none of the political parties have released their issue-based manifestos yet. So it is really worrying that they're more worried about their caste, religion, region-based politics. And even before 3 weeks, they have to reach 6 crore people based on what they are going to do in the next 5 years. So they haven't covered what they'll be doing. Instead, they are playing all the religion card, region-based things. And there are big heavyweights, there are internal politics going on. And there are like politicians' sons and things. So BPAC had done a survey about a month back. So they had taken around 10,000, 20,000 inputs from various Bangalore constituencies, they found out that garbage is the main issue, roads are the main issue. So the Bangalore urban voter cares about these issues, not about the caste-based politics or the religion. So we all know that whatever they are doing, it will be for their benefits, not for the citizens' benefit.
Okay, well made point there. We're going to come to issues as well, but he mentioned how manifestos have not yet been released. We don't know what parties are going to focus on, but door-to-door campaigning has already begun. What is your take on the kind of campaigning that's happening?
As far as I know, see, we get to see the politicians or the people who are going to contest from that particular constituency only during these times. Then afterwards, they just disappear. So, general public are getting to know the faces of these politicians only during these times, and at the nick of the time, just 3 weeks before elections, people coming for campaigning, I think it doesn't help much. They need to come more regularly and look at the issues in the constituency and be more proactive. And sort out the issues for the public, because the concerns of an urban public urban citizen of Bengaluru is the list is long. There is no end to the list, be it garbage, be it bad roads, be it traffic, pollution, all these issues are really chronic, and these things cannot be just solved by door-to-door campaigning just 3 weeks before the elections.
In fact, I'm going to come to you with this question. While voters say that they don't care about caste and religion, they only care about issues. It is very surprising to see the kind of candidates that have been fielded in Bengaluru alone. If you see Shanti Nagar or even Shivaji Nagar, which are Muslim and Christian-dominated dominated areas, they have Muslim and Christian candidates as well. Even towards the central part of Bengaluru, you'll see that candidates have been fielded based on their caste. That is a well-planned move.
Yeah, I frankly, this whole what we are seeing is happening is a very, very sad situation, because if politics becomes is only related to caste or to religion or to creed, I mean, it's a very unfortunate thing for this country. And frankly, politicians need to look at what are the issues what people are facing, whether we are really in serious problems as far as the conditions of the city is concerned. If you look at the condition of the roads, you see the garbage which is everywhere. Bangalore's lakes are in a mess. Hardly after, if you see almost 25, 30 years back, I'm a citizen of Bangalore for the last more than 45 years. And what we saw Bangalore 45 years back, and now what we are seeing, it is a vast difference. And really something needs to be done to tackle these kind of issues, rather than playing on the caste and religion politics. I mean, this is ridiculous, and I'm sure most of the urban people are not interested in this, and they would rather look at areas where really where development needs to take place. We need good schools, we need good hospitals, we need good education systems. We need very good roads all over the place. We need good garbage management systems. We need pollution control systems. I mean, none of these things are being talked about. And we only keep talking about caste and religion, which are totally, I would say, it is meaningless.
Absolutely, and he pointed out the kind of issues we must be talking about, whether it is lakes, or garbage, or roads. You think that is something that Bangaloreans this time around will look at while casting their vote?
Yeah, because I have made Bangalore my home for the last 10 years, you can say. And ever since I relocated to this place, I had this dream of, okay, Bangalore is a very good place in terms of weather and all. But every time we get a lot of promise from the politicians of different parties, and we really don't see much development. Today, if we look at the politicians and what they promise us, we don't see the result. And in terms of, if you look at today you see the BJP is talking a lot about women's safety. And if you see their advertisement, it glorifying something like, okay, rape has been glorified. We have been taking care, and Siddaramaiah government is not looking at that thing. That is something they should actually remove from their advertisement. Okay, and if you look at the schools, children are going to the schools paying exorbitant fees, and that has not been addressed by any politicians. And if you go to the roads also, you find out piles of garbage everywhere, and you get the toxic smell. We have the dare here, and which is a national pride, but the road in front of dare is horrible on the other side. So there is a lot of issues in terms of garbage, control, in terms of making good roads, giving good smooth roads to the riders, to the bike riders, to the four-wheeler riders, or even to the pedestrians. There is no lake which is already clean, and people can go, and there's very few have been taken care, but most of the lakes are in a messy state. And if you look at the mugging and other things which has increased in the past, even broad daylight, people are being attacked if they're driving their car, and some people are coming in front of them and telling, okay, please stop it, and all that thing is has to be taken care.
So then, would you think that this time, considering all of the candidates have been fielded based on their cards, let's just accept it, because the kind of candidates we've seen across different constituencies, that does not matter this time?
I don't feel so. I don't feel so that it matters or anything, but we only expect as a citizen, anybody win, whether BJP, ADGS, anybody. We need Bangalore to be safe, garbage free, and the traffic should be really good. As a person was saying, I am a born and brought up in Bangalore. I have seen Bangalore so beautiful. I have been safe, I was riding, I was walking. Now I can't leave my daughter alone because of the traffic, because of the garbage. Where will the kids play? So you can't just tell, yes, this I will do this. I have never seen any politician doing anything good. As she was explaining, like telling that BJP or Congress or nothing, nobody has done anything good. So let someone do good. Whether it is Congress, whether it's BJP, I will vote for everybody. But please do give Bangalore a good city. A clean city.
The other point that I also want to make is the fact that N.A. Harris got a ticket again from Chantinagar. We also seen KJ George, contesting strongly from Sarvagna Nagar. Do you believe that, they should have fielded candidates based on their background, or they've just fielded them based on the winnability?
Right. Actually, I would like to express that we got independence. It was not just a easy go. We fought for 150 to 200 years to get that independence. Okay. We united different religions, we just united and got that independence. Actually, the only trump card which this political party is playing is the based on the caste. Okay, if that caste is, if suppose you take the reference of an IPL, then none of the caste comes. No Hindu, no Muslim, no Christian. Whoever performs the best is taken into the match and is given. But here in politics, they're using the trump card of the caste. Okay, the eligible or the person who is most eligible has to be given the ticket, and he has to he has to contest the thing, not like based on this caste system. And they're trying to divide the unity of the country. This actually the main politics is the thing which is dividing the country and making the rumors, and that's the only thing or trump card which they have, I would like to say on that. Yeah.
And if you can tell me one thing that parties must focus on. We're waiting for the manifestos, like you pointed out. But one thing that the parties must focus on for the city of Bengaluru, what would that be?
Well, I would say that we need to focus on, one is education, which is one of the major things which are needed. See, after all, if you see the kind of population we have, how many people really are there who are educated and have the wherewithal for getting good jobs and all that? Other focus has to be on skill development. Because skill development is one thing that, if you, most people would have read in many places that, the problem with Indian graduates is they are not employable because they don't have the relevant skills. So there has to be a huge focus on skill development, improving that kind of thing, so that, every person who is, given an education, he is able to get a decent job. And third thing would be, yes, to create jobs. Because so much of focus is going on to other things which are irrelevant to really development, whereas there is very, very little focus on where really they have to concentrate on, like creation of jobs is one of the major thing. And today, many graduates are doing, even taxi driving and cab driving and things like that because they are unable to get jobs. So I think these are some of the major areas where there needs to be focus. And of course, parallelly, the city development as such, like, good roads, garbage management, pollution management, management of its lakes. These are all areas where really some focus has to be there.
Cleanliness, garbage, water wars, job creation, these are the things that Bengaluru voter really wants from the upcoming parties, and not caste, even though caste has creeped into the underbellies of Bengaluru as well. The Bengaluru voter does not really care about caste and religion. That's the inference we've drawn from this conversation, of course. But with that, we also leave you with an issue that has cropped up in North Karnataka. Apart from Bengaluru, we've also surveyed several parts of Karnataka. And in North Karnataka, Belagavi, Dharwad, Gadag region, we found that the entire area reels under severe water crisis. In fact, over 700 farmers are going to march to the national capital asking for euthanasia from the president, saying that they have no other choice now. Take a look at that story.